Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to episode number 7 of turning £100 into 10,000 flipping pounds. Now, if you remember, in episode 1, we started with £100. We're now in episode 7, where we have a balance of £800. We have made just under £1,800 profit as well. So, before I go onto the Vinted monitor, shout out Kai Kicks, to start buying some more pairs, we did sell another 2 pairs. If you remember, episode 6 was slow as hell, sales was slow, and it wasn't fun. But we've made 2 sales at the start of this episode, so let me show you them right now. These Air Max 90s sold for £30. If you remember, we got a refund on these, so that is £30 of pure profit. And these TN Greedies sold for £90, which is a profit of 45, I believe. 2 lovely sales to start this episode. I'm going to get these packed, dropped off, and then when I'm back, we'll hop onto the Vinted monitor and start buying stock.
10 hours later.
Okay, so it now is the evening, and I did buy 33 pairs, so we're going to go through everything now. I bought all of these across the span of today, pretty much, so from the morning to now it's 10 p.m, so yeah, across the day I hopped on the monitor for little bits throughout the day and just bought anything that I saw come up on my channel. And yeah, we'll go through it. So the first pair of these Mercurials, they're half carbon sole plate, so they're like basically middle grade. They're not complete elites, but I feel like they got the nostalgia about them. And for 13 quid, about 16 quid all in. And then we have got Spezial, about £8 all in. Easy seller these, you know, we sold quite a few this series already. We've got Metcons. They're a bit beat, but 3 quid plus, obviously, so about £7 all in. Can't really go wrong. No insole. Size 10, good size. I mean, we'll see what we make on them. We have got some Pegasus 41. Once again, I think I've had a couple of these in the £500 series. So when I saw these, about £21 all in, I was like, you know, we'll do it. We'll test it. I don't know how profitable they'll be, but yeah, we'll see on these ones. I think there'll still be money to be made. Then we have got 270s. These are UK 9, good size, really good condition. And black and orange, can't really go wrong. And under 15 quid all in, like easy as. We have got some Hirachis, 5 quid, so 8 quid all in. Hirachis, the hidden goat really. Easy seller, quick margin on them. We've got P6000s. I bought these just quick auto buy. It worked out 30 all in. I'm reluctant because of the size, but then again, it's an all black shoe and they're really good condition, so they should fly. We've got Air Forces. I actually got 2 from the same seller. The only thing that's concerning me is, if you see here, can you see, like here, the shoe like goes up a bit, which means I think they've been in the washing machine. But, you know, I've bought them now for 7 quid, 10 are all in. And then we got another one, 7 quid, 10 are all in. Don't look as bad, but yeah, they're decent to be fair. Then we've got these. I regret buying these. For the size that concerns me, it's a size 6. And they do look pretty worn, but once again, the sellers had no holes or anything, and to be fair, you can see there doesn't look like there is any. We've got white Air Forces, a staple, a classic, easy 100% to maybe even 200% return. Size 7, okay, maybe like at least 100%. Then we've got Infinity Reacts, 13 quid all in. It's another trial shoe. You know me, I like to try stuff out. So we'll see with them. Vapor Max, easy one, £7. Size 7, £9 plus shipping fee, 12 quid all in. Got dunk lows. We've got 3 off this seller. So we've got these dunks for about 12 quid all in. Then we got white airs off them as well. That should all come off pretty easily. Soles are quite warm, but then again, they'll clean up nicely because they're just white leather shoes. £9 on these, so £1 more on the white and purple. Worst case scenario, I sell them at 20, but we'll see. Then we've got these ones. Good colorway, good size, 25 all in. 10.5. I think this is JD exclusive color, or it might be. I'm not sure, but I haven't seen them re-release the color. Usually with 95s like this, they don't really re-release a color unless it's like an OG base. If that makes sense. Then 5 plus ship on another Air Force. Air Force is a staple, like, you know, paying 8 quid on that. Worst case scenario, I'm going to make like 5-10 quid on them. We got TNs, obviously. In, I think it was 2 episodes ago, we had the black ones. These are the white ones, so these are 25 all in. Hopefully we can get, you know, 45-50 on them. We have got Hirachis. Easy. We're getting at least 25 on these. They don't even need cleaning by the looks of it. They look really good condition. So yeah, 12 quid around all in on them. Then we got another A6. I think last step was it, we bought the blue ones for 8 quid all in, and these at 25 all in. So we'll see if these move. They're a good colorway. We've had a pair on this series before, but in a better size. These are probably the biggest steal, I would say. £8, so 12 quid all in on some TNs. Don't really look horrific condition, to be fair. There's no like major marks or anything. The only thing that concerns me is that you guys might not pick up on it, but here, where my mouse is, it looks like there might be a bit of damage there, but for £8 all in, I'm going to get at least 35, 40 on them. React Vision, it's a no-brainer. I'm getting at least 35 on that. And we've got another £5, so £8 all in, 270 React. I'll list them at 25. Worst case, we take a little bit less, but profit's profit. 270s, 13, 14 quid all in, white and black, UK8, good size. Probably made like 20 on that. Then we have got another Air Force. I mean, look, it just shows, like, if you stuff the toe box here and stuff, give them a nice clean up. They don't look bad condition, to be honest. It's just the photos are horrific. Capitalise on that, really. Then we've got white Flynet Air Forces. Haven't had a pair of Flynet Air Forces. We'll give them a go at £9 plus shipping fee, 12 quid on all in. Can't go wrong. Then we have got, these are React, what are these called? Epic Reacts. These are 8 quid all in. We've had a pair on the other series that sold for like 30. So worst case, we'll have them at 30 and then we'll see offers. Then we've got these, look, I kind of quick bought these, but they're 4.5. It's a bit of a techie size, I would say. But, you know, 15 quid, 18 quid all in. And then these New Balance, size 4. Once again, they don't look the best condition, but they will clean up easily because it's all mesh and then leather cleans up really easily. So about £14 all in on them. I think there's 2 pairs missing. For some reason, the links have gone, so let me check what they were. So yeah, I can't find exactly what I had bought, the other 2 pairs, but they'll be on the spreadsheet and I'll be able to tell you. I think one was an Air Force, and I actually cannot remember for the life of me what the other one was. But let's check how much money we have got left now. So we've actually got £361.38 left. I'm not going to spend that in this episode, I don't think. Maybe towards the end, depending on how much sells. But given how much stock we actually need to get rid of, I don't think it's wise to spend it now. But I will obviously tap back in with you once pairs have begun to land.
2 days later.
And we have picked up the first batch of pairs. So I'm going to unbox these off camera just because it's a bit quicker. And then in a couple seconds, I'm going to show you everything that's arrived. We've got these 2, these 2, these 2, these 2, and these 2. Big shout out, Kai Kicks Apprentice Vinted Monitor. I wouldn't have bought any of them without it. And if you want to test it out for yourself, I've spoken to Kai. He's given me a discount. If you hit the link in the description on this video and you use the code SAM, literally my name, SAM, you will get your first month for a £5. And that's 10 pairs there. Even if I make £5 a pair, that is £50 profit. We're going to make a lot more, but there's just an example. That's 10 pairs. All you've got to do is buy one and you're covering that cost and more. You're probably going to profit off that anyway. But if you want to try it, feel free to. But for now, I'm going to go and get these ones cleaned up and then I'll see you once that's done. Oh, there's bloody foam on the camera. If you want to see a step-by-step cleaning process for how I do it, there is a video already on the channel. I've put a link to it in the comment section. So it has been a couple of days and we have got a lot of parcels to open. So let's start cracking these open. First up, we got some Nike React Visions. I've got some Dunk Lows in the Championship or Court Purple. These New Balance 2002 Rs. Some Air VaporMax 3 Oreos. Nike Shocks. These are the R4. It is these Green Glow Nike TNs. Dunk Low in the Wolf Grey, Smoke Grey. Asics Gel Kayano 14s. This might actually be the biggest steal. These were £8 as well. These from the same seller as the Dunk Championship Purple. Pair of Air Hirachis, Epic React Flynet. Because they're a 10.5 and they're really good condition. We paid under £30 for these. This for me is just nostalgia. Like, I'm quite a big nostalgia merchant, especially with football boots. These, a bunch of pairs have arrived. They all need prepping, cleaning. So it's actually the evening now, so it's gonna have to wait till tomorrow. We've also got like so much old stock. So what I think I might do is just price everything like 50% return on everything. and just see if we can get some more sales. But I'll check in with you tomorrow. Effing finally, we have some sales. We have 5 sales today. Thank God, thank God, thank God. So let's run through what sold. These ones sold for 40. These sold for 32. These sold just after I listed for 35. Same with these. Just after I listed them, someone offered 38 and I accepted that offer. And then just before I was about to start filming, we finally sold these ones for £30. So off of those 5 pairs, let me just double check. I think we have made £113 profit, which is brilliant. The P6000 also sold for £53, which is another £22.50 profit. For some reason, I completely forgot to record this one.
2 days later.
So obviously I've been cleaning, prepping, picturing and listing a bunch of pairs, and we have 3 more sales. First one are these Mercurials, which obviously I never even bought new studs. I just put some spare laces in, and these sold for £40, and I think we paid about £8 or £9, maybe £10 all in on these. Then this was one of the pairs that I couldn't find the link for. It just disappeared after I'd bought them for some reason. But these are another pair of A6 gel Kayanos. These ones sold for 55, and we actually picked these ones up for £8.24. I'm going to put it somewhere on the screen, like here, or here, so you can actually see I did buy these for £8.24. And an Old Faithful, the black and white Huaraches. We sold a lot of these over both series now, this series and the £500 series. And these sold for £28, and we paid £11 on these. So the total profit from all these 3 pairs works out at just over £90 for 3 pairs. Obviously the biggest profit being these being £46 and these being £30, and then these being £16. So some nice profit pairs. And then I think our final arrival should be waiting to be collected at the post office. So I have just finished packing all those orders, and then we got another sale as I was packing. These A6 were listed at 50. I reduced them to 45. Someone offered me 40, and of course I took that. Just over £20 profit on these. So these can go today with those. Right, quick one. I'm back from the post office with 2 more parcels. We're waiting on 1 more pair. It is the UK4 New Balance 2002. So first pair, honestly, these are like, don't even need a clean to be fair. TN Terrascapes, really good condition on them. The uppers could do with a clean. And then we have 1 more pair, which is going to be a ball ache to get out. Oh, fuck out. It is some white Air Forces. Let's double check that size label. We are all good. UK 10 on these. Yeah, they could definitely do with a little pattern up, because they are cooked. So I'm just going to clean the last few pairs and then get them all listed, and then I'll just tap back in with you probably tomorrow or as soon as we have more sales, really. So it has actually been a few days since you would have seen the last clip of me, you know, prepping, photographing, getting all the listings ready. I basically just did a bulk of it. So I did like 3 days, 2-3 days worth of listings in one. Now all of those pairs have listed, and we have a few more sales. So I'm going to run through, we've got 5 sales, and I'll run through everything that is sold now. So the first pair are these, which we bought, I think at the start of this episode. We paid just under 20 and they sold for 40. Then we've got these TNs, the UK 10, which we paid, I think, under £15. I can't remember exactly, but these ones sold for 45. Next is the first time we've had a pair of Flyknit Forces come in. We paid under 15 on these, and these sold for 35. These Vapor Max sold for 30, and I think we paid under 15 on these. And we bought these a lot of episodes ago, and it's just the size that made these so hard to sell. I probably wanted too much of a margin, so I did lower the price. I also put them on Depop, and they sold for 95, but after the Depop fees and stuff, it works out to £84 and 26 pence, which means off those 5 pairs is another £130 profit. Now, we're at a point where we need some more stock, and we also have a lot of stock that we kind of need to liquidate. So my plan is that I'm going to go and get these dropped off, And while I do that, we're going to hop onto the monitor. Okay, so obviously this is all the profit, all the sales and everything from episode 1 to now. Only a handful of sales in this episode. Definitely better than last episode, I do believe. £310 profit in this episode. Brings our total to £2,080.56. And then we have just under £3,500 in revenue. So let's see how much money we actually have to spend. So with our revenue being 3,424.40 and our total balance being that, and our total spend being that, we now have £858 in the bank to spend on stock. As I said, I'm not sure the plan on next episode, but that's 8x cash, let alone stock sales, and we have surpassed 20%, which is amazing. So now you know where the profits are at. We're in a really good position where obviously we start with £100. It goes through slow periods. This episode was a lot faster than the previous one just because we got a lot more sales, we got a lot more listed. We definitely need to do some more buying, but I also want to clear out more stock. I don't want to be sitting on a bunch of old stock. So that is the plan for the next episode. We will do buying next episode, but we also are going to try and clear out as much as we can. So with that, I hope you guys did enjoy another episode of the series. I'm really, really, really happy with where we're at now. Like, we're over 20% of the way there. And there's definitely a long way to go. But this proves you can start with £100 and turn it into a few thousand. Obviously, we're going for a big goal of 10,000. That's a lot of money. You know, you can buy a lot of things with £10,000. You could buy... There's a deposit on a house in a lot of places. You could probably buy a whole house in, like, Grimsby. You could get a nice watch. You could get a nice car. You could go on a nice holiday. Like, £10,000 is a lot of money. So we're still only about 20% of the way there. We've got a long way to go, but I believe we can do it if we keep putting in the work. So I'll see you very soon for the next episode. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe as we are trying to hit 10k by the end of the year. It's looking less and less probable as we're getting along, but hopefully we can do it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon. God bless.